Hi, this is Derek Murphy of creativity.com. I'm making this little video to introduce you to 99 Designs, which is a crowdsourcing cover design option, which I think is really good for, especially first-time authors. So I'm going to start just recommending it from my site because I don't really have time to work with everybody anymore, and I think this is something I can really strongly recommend. So the way 99 Designs works is that you'll submit a design brief, and a bunch of designers will kind of compete. So they'll send you samples, and you can just choose the ones that you like to finalize them, and then ask for some feedback. And then if you're happy, you'll pay $2.99 is the lowest level, and I'll talk a little bit about the pricing in a minute. So you can look over 99 Designs and see if it seems like a good fit for you. You can choose to pay more to try to attract more designers. Some of the best designers may want they may be more interested in competing for more money, because the problem is $2.99 isn't that much, and designers have to submit some samples without being assured that they'll actually get the project. So they may be doing a lot of work for free, but they win some projects, and that's how they make their money. It used to be that $2.99 covered ebook and print books, so you'd get both files. Now they've changed things up a little bit. So now when you click on the Get Started or Get a Design button, they'll take you to this page, and you have to choose between physical books or ebooks or both for $4.49, which is the lowest level price. Actually, though, a physical book and an ebook, the ebook is just the front cover of the physical book. So if you pay for a physical book, you're going to get a 6x9, well, depending on your size, because it can be whatever size you want. But generally, the size for a print book, like a 6x9 cover, is 1800 pixels by 2700 pixels, which is 6x9 at 300 dpi. So what I usually do is I'll just make a physical book and crop the front and use it for the ebook. So you don't really have to pay for both of these. You don't need to pay for both the $4.49. You could really just order the physical book, and then either the designer will crop out the front, or if they're unwilling to do that, you could get a cheap designer on Fiverr.com or anyone with Photoshop or any graphic design tool to just crop the front cover out of the rest of the book. So when you start a project on 99 Designs, they'll ask you which of these designs you like. I'm going to skip that. They'll ask you which covers or which colors you're interested in, and then you'll do a design brief. So you'll have the title, photos. You can set your target audience. I would do like other best-selling books in your genre that that are your competitors, because you don't want your book to stand out. That's another reason I like 99 Designs. You may not get like the most creative, innovative stuff from 99 Designs, although usually I've been impressed by the designs that I've seen on 99 Designs. I think for the price you can get some really high quality covers here, and there's some great designers. I actually have a list of designers I'll talk about in a minute. But so you can upload your files, other designers you like. You should get my free book and my courses and stuff about cover design anyway, because even if you're hiring a designer, you really need to know what kind of cover design sells books. But the main thing is you don't really want to be unique and different and innovative. You want something that's professional and clean and looks like other bestsellers in your genre, which is something I think the designers on 99 Designs can do pretty well. So if I was going to continue with this project, then it would ask me, because I chose the $2.99 level, it still gives me this $2.99 option, and I can select that. But this would just be the front, or for the book cover without the ebook. However, I can go to, I want to create a custom package down here and name my own price. So I would probably, I haven't played with this yet because these are new options on 99 Designs, but I would probably try to create my custom package, name my price at $2.99, and just say in my design brief I want the ebook and the print files, because I think there's a good chance you'll get the same amount of designers, and they'll just be willing to do that one extra step of cropping out the ebook for you. The other option is just to go with the, if you go back and you go to that ebook and print book both for $4.49, I don't think you need to do it that way. I think they're trying to increase their revenue a little bit, but I think you could stick with this $2.99 option, which is how it was in the past, and get a print cover, and then just get the ebook cover straight from that front cover. So you can, the other nice thing about 99 Designs is that you can start doing pre-marketing. So once you have a contest set up, you can share it on Twitter or Facebook. You could feature it if you want to get more designers, which I don't think you need to do. And this is just announcing. I think this is having them promote your contest for you. So if you don't have any platform already, this might be some good extra visibility. However, a nice way to get some platform is to set up a design and then start asking for feedback on Facebook or other sites where you can say, here's my contest. I don't know which one to pick. Which one do you like? So you can get people to start going and commenting and voting on your cover designs, which is really good pre-marketing because it gets people interested in your book project without you actively trying to sell it. And something else that I'm offering to do, because I like giving feedback for cover design, but I don't really have time to design covers for that many clients anymore. But if you do set up, excuse me, if you do set up a contest on 99 Designs, I have a couple of Facebook groups where you can post that contest or you can post a few of the favorite covers and ask me for feedback, and I'll give you feedback on which one I think will be the most successful for your book project. So you can get that feedback from me for free if you sign up with 99 Designs. um, so it's a really good option, especially for if you're a first-time author and you don't know exactly what you want. You get a lot of different options from different designers, which makes it a lot easier. Otherwise, you have to choose one designer, and one designer may or may not be perfect for your particular project or book genre. And also for the price, for $2.99, that's a really low price for full print cover design. And I think you'll get the best quality here compared to other options in the same price range, which is why from now on, I'm just sending people directly here. Also, one thing you can do is if you do a contest on the first cover and get a lot of designs, if you have a series on the other covers, you can just choose to hire that designer directly. So I actually have in my account, I've just bookmarked some of the designers that I think are especially good. So I'm going to make a post soon on my creativity blog, and I'll just link to these cover designers and some samples so that you can see what kind of quality they do. I wouldn't like choose to work with them directly for your first project, although you could if you really like some of these samples. I would do a contest first just for the visibility and for the engagement, and because it's kind of a fun process. But then if you really like a designer and you want them to design something specific for you, you can just choose to hire them directly. I can ask him for a quote directly, which will probably be less than the contest price, but that's kind of up to the designer. So I could ask him for a quote and say, I really liked your first cover. I'd like to do the sequel. How much would you charge? And you can work that out directly with the designer. So I think for most authors, for most cases, um, especially if it's your first book or first time, I think 99 Designs is a really strong option to get high quality cover design. So I'll leave as much information as I can on my main site. Like I said, I'm just redoing my site now. I'm changing up some of my pricing, and I'm just adding this link into my normal cover design site so that more people can find it. Because I think a lot of people are looking for kind of more budget book cover design, and there's a lot of cheaper prices, but there's a lot of stuff that's really not that good in the $300 range. There are some that are amazing, but generally they're so far booked out, you'd have to book them like 6 months in advance. Because the problem with really good designers um, who are charging like less than $300 is, of course, they're booked up really far in advance, and soon they're going to have to start raising their prices. So I'm going to end this video now. I hope it's a little bit helpful. I hope 99 Designs works for you. And if you want feedback on one of your 99 Designs projects, you can find my Facebook group, either Guerrilla Publishing or Does My Book Cover Suck, which is another Facebook group I set up just for cover feedback. Thanks.